So joining us right now is our editor South, T.S. Sudhir. Sudhir, is this the climax that we are witnessing of this long going family drama, or are we yet to see more? Could there be a bigger crisis? Could Alagiri be breaking off from the DMK and maybe launching his own political party?
Well, the DMK's party symbol is the rising sun, and for many years we have been seeing these two sons, Stalin and Alagiri, trying to eclipse each other. But now Karunanidhi, by his major decision to suspend Alagiri from all party posts, has made it very clear that the rising sun in the DMK will be Stalin. In fact, this was building up, as Priyam Vada was pointing out. Stalin had been instrumental in getting some of his members of Alagiri from the Madurai unit actually suspended a few weeks back. So in that sense, it was building up that there could be some kind of climax, and this video footage of that meeting where Alagiri has asked his supporters not to cooperate in the elections, really the last straw, as Prem Vada was rightly pointing out. Karunanidhi making it very clear that Stalin is going to be his political successor. Now, the options for Alagiri pretty limited, given the fact that his support base is only in parts of South Tamil Nadu. Whether he will really have the political acumen and courage to actually step out and form his own party just 3 months ahead of elections and hoping to damage the DMK, that remains a moot point, whether he'll actually go ahead and do that. Yes, he has also burnt his bridges with several other political parties. There is no way he's going to cooperate with Jayalalitha. There is no way he can go with the DMDK of Vijaykanth, because it was on that Vijaykanth interview on Vijaykanth where he said that he opposes any possibility of an alliance with Vijaykanth, that Karunanidhi got really angry, because it was seen as an affront to Karunanidhi, who actually was trying for some kind of a rainbow coalition which would also include Captain Vijaykanth's party. So in that sense, in Tamil Nadu politics, Alagiri pretty much isolated, a far cry from the days when posters were there in Madurai which would kind of talk of him as the CM, when Karunanidhi was CM, Chief Minister Karunanidhi and Chemicals Minister Alagiri. But now, in that sense, in many senses, Stalin has ensured that Alagiri is completely checkmated as far as the DMK is concerned.
All right, so how it pans out in days ahead as we, in the run-up to Lok Sabha elections, and of course, as you were pointing out, towards the alliance with DMDK, it remains to be seen, Sudhir. But at the same time, as far as the rise within the party is concerned, as far as the heir apparent is concerned, now that road is absolutely clear for Stalin, isn't it?
Yes, in fact, Stalin, that's the way he had planned it, that when he goes into the elections, his leadership should be unchallenged. He obviously realizes that he's the gen next in the DMK. Also, the point to be noted is that unlike a lot of second-generation leaders in different political parties in India, Stalin has worked his way up in the DMK. He has been associated with the party for many years and he was the deputy chief minister. So in that sense, his hold over the DMK cadre is pretty strong. Most of the leadership and the cadre owe their allegiance to Stalin. So in that sense, now that he has also kind of put his own men in place in South Tamil Nadu districts as well, it would be pretty much Stalin's party which would kind of take on Jayalalitha's ADMK in the Lok Sabha elections in April-May.